Good afternoon and welcome to Election Brief. We're live on DSTV channel 421, GoTV channel 125, on all our social media platforms and around the world on myjoeonline.com. Election Headquarters is brought to you by Petrosol, your clean fuel in full quantity, and the Chartered Institute of Management Accountants, the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants, together as the Association of International Certified Professional Accountants, and Chopbox Technologies, a convenience service, as well as Youth Bridge Foundation, bridging the gap for positive youth development. My name is Faustina Savo. Please stay for details. We start with the Movement for Change leader Alan Kyerematen. He has promised to review Article 78 of the Constitution if elected president to promote accountability. This constitutional provision currently grants the head of state powers to select ministers with the majority from Parliament. But Mr. Kyerematen says this undermines the ability to effectively oversee the actions of the executive. During a media encounter yesterday, Newsfile host Samson Ladiayenini wondered how he'll mobilize support for this amendment, seeing it may require parliamentary approval and subsequently a referendum. Here's how Mr. Kyerematen responded.
That particular provision in our laws even reduces the substance of our checks and balances as a country. Because if half of your ministers are in parliament, then can parliament be truly an oversight body? It can't. You don't even have the time to do two things: serving as member of the executive and also doing your work as all these things. We are aware of them. Why is it that we have allowed it to persist? But obviously, you have to come into power before you have the capacity to undertake the reforms. So what is going to happen? All that this GTP is saying is that, yes, we will abide by the Constitution until it is changed. But the only means that the ministers will be appointed, half of the ministers will be appointed from those in Parliament. But now, because of your own record and of your own capacity, you will serve in a government of national unity. What a joy! What a joy that you are singled out now to become a member of the government of national unity, although you went to parliament. It will come from party parliamentarians who are selected not on the basis of the parties, but on the basis of their own merit.
Mr. Kyerematen also indicated that if he is elected president, he will ensure his appointees declare their assets publicly to ensure accountability. On corruption, he indicated that he will create a second chamber in Parliament to oversee the appointments of government's institutional heads.
How is it that somebody finishes school, he has never done any work before? All of a sudden, the guy has built houses, not just a house, and you can see that his circumstances have changed without explanation. So there has to be a real-time tracking of how public officers are responding to the demands of these provisions. And the only way is through you call lifestyle audit. I know some people feel very uncomfortable with that. Time, how are you financing that? How much do you earn as a minister to be blowing, money like that? I think that just to be very direct, yes, I'm fully in support of the passage of this bill. I'm fully in support of declaring assets, and I'll do so willingly. And I'm fully in support on proceeding with some of the other recommendations that I've made in the GTP. Special prosecutor, Anna Samuel Mobile, or Bonnie now so power of the special prosecutor is a delegated power and authority from the Attorney General. And then I say, who are power so frankly, just say, and your power be I was consult in our quantia. And we say, under the new constitutional reforms now making, there's going to be a second chamber of parliament, for appointments like this, the president has no business appointing anti-corruption chief. Or no appointing, I rather on what to me, we have some of it me akwaka. On to me, until we have to limit the power of the president, even in making appointments to the leadership of independent constitutional bodies.
Let's shift our attention now to the NDC. Flag bearer John Dramani Mahama has served notice that he will go after anyone found to have misused or misappropriated funds from the Dachi bonds, stating that the NPP running mate Matthew Poku-Prempeh has questions to answer. While speaking during a youth forum in Ho Tuesday night, Mahama said that those found to have misused or misappropriated any funds after an audit will be made to account for it if the NDC is elected. Max Ogaba has more from day one of his tour of the Volta region.
Revolution has a long way to go, but has come to stay.
The NDC flag bearer visited 4 constituencies on the first day of his tour of the Volta region. In the whole central constituency during the visit to the Agbobomethia of the Sokli State, Togbe Afede the 14th, he described the yet-to-be-launched manifesto of the NPP as a manifesto of lies, accusing the party of deceit.
In 2016, the same manifesto they came and deceived us with. 1 million per constituency per year. 1 district, 1 factory. 1 village, 1 dam. 1 child, 1 egg. 1 child, 1 chocolate. Okata Alakbai. On 18th, they'll come and show that manifesto of lies. Promises to the Ghanaian people. But, like I said, we know them. Premier Gau Nepa Gau. This finance minister they brought just yesterday, he is not part of those who have put us where we are. They got him, okay, you go and apologize. It's not his apology we want. He just came. Those who must apologize are, number 1, Nana Akufo-Addo. Jack Toronto. And his younger brother. Number 2, the one who must apologize, is the head of the solid economic management team, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. And the third one who must apologize is their finance minister, Mr. Ken Oforiatta. It's those 3 people from whom Ghanaians are expecting an apology. Not the current finance minister. I mean.
Speaking later in the evening at a youth forum at the Ho Technical University, he said the cost of paying academic facility user fees for level 100 first-year university students is estimated to be between 270 and 290 million Ghana cedis. He says despite comments suggesting it is not possible, a reduction in government's wasteful expenditure could cover the cost.
We've costed it. And we approximate that for all first-year students in public tertiary institutions, it should cost anywhere between 270 to about 290 million Ghana cedis. Let me tell you something. The president, a few years ago, his travel budget for traveling in 9 months amounted to 69 million Ghana cedis. They held 1 cabinet retreat at the presidency, 1 cabinet retreat. You know how much it costs? It costs almost 5 million Ghana cedis for a cabinet retreat. There is so much waste in the system. And even if you look at the Office of President budget alone, you'll be able to cut to raise enough money to pay fees, academic facility user fees for all level 100 students.
He says the NPP running mate and former Education Minister Dr. Matthew Opoku-Prempeh has questions to answer on the Dachi bond, saying that persons who played any dubious roles will be made to account.
Tell me, what was that money used for? The projects that they said they were coming to fast track and finish are still standing there unfinished. So how did they apply that money? And so people have questions to answer. We're going to audit how that Dachi bond money was used. So Bawumia has his own cross to carry. He shouldn't go saying Bawumia is incorruptible or is not corrupt. He himself, that running mate, has questions to answer. So he should think about himself. And so that is the state at which they have mortgaged your future. And so the day of reckoning will come. And anybody who has misused the funds of the Ghanaian people or misappropriated it will be held to account.
But what does the NDC flag bearer make of the president mistakenly mentioning his name instead of the vice president at a recent event?
Out of abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. And so when the president goes and he's talking about his administration and he says, Akufo-Addo Mahama administration, oh, this is unpardonable. It means he dreamt about me the night before. And it's not only him, even his chairman, Ashanti chairman. So everyone should vote for John Dramani. Hey! You know, he also dreamt about me that night before.
Well, my colleague Maxwell Agwagwa has been touring the country with the NDC flag bearer. He joins us live from the Hohoe constituency. Maxwell, what can you report?
Battleground in the Volta region in the December 2024 elections. Now, out of the 18 constituencies in the Volta region, this is the only constituency where the NPP has a seat. And the parliamentary candidate and the member of parliament for the NPP is John Peter Amewu. He won the seat in the 2020 elections against Margaret Kwaku. Now, he won that elections with a little over 5,000 votes. The NDC is hoping to win this seat back in the 2024 elections. The contest is going to be key between Francis Walanyo Chekbo and the incumbent member of parliament, John Peter Amewu. You can see the singing taking place here. Residents are all waiting for John Dramani Mahama, the NDC flag bearer, to arrive on the ground. But let's find out from the residents, let's find out from the electorates. Well, many of them who are in NDC t-shirts, most likely to be NDC supporters. Let's find out from them who they think would win the seats in this constituency and whether they think their candidate, Francis Walanyo Chekbo, would win the seat back for the NDC. Let's speak to them and find out. Hi, what's your name?
Ndobe Christiana.
Christiana, tell me, you're in an NDC t-shirt, obviously NDC supporter. Are you optimistic that your candidate, Francis Walanyo Chekbo, will win the seat back for the NDC?
Yes.
Why do you sound convinced?
I sound convinced because if Mahama is going, then Chekbo must be behind Mahama so that whatever purpose they have, they can be able to deliver well. Yes.
Well, there are those who think that it's going to be skirt and blouse like we witnessed in the 2020 elections. Do you think it's going to be the case?
No, I do not agree because if it is skirt and blouse means that if one person does not win, means the second person cannot get support. so that whatever intention we have can work well.
Okay.
So I do not agree on skirt and blouse, but rather once you vote for Wolanyo Chekpo, then you must vote for John Mahama so that there will be development.
What do you think are the strengths of Francis Wolanyo Chekpo, the NDC parliamentary candidate?
I know him to be a businessman, and for now, there are projects that he's doing in town. For example, when you get to St. Teresa's College of Education, he came and then he digged a well where he wants to do water for the school. So those are some of the things he's doing, and so I'm convinced that when he becomes the MP of Wawa Municipal, he can be able to do well.
Okay, great. Let's speak to other people. Let's find out from them why they are convinced the NDC candidate here is going to win the elections, the parliamentary elections. Hi, what's your name?
My name is Mohammed Muniru.
Okay, you're an NDC t-shirt, so obviously NDC. What do you think are the strengths of your candidate? Many of you tell me that you're optimistic that he's going to snatch the seat back from Peter Amewu.
Yes, sir.
What makes you so confident and convinced?
Yes, we know His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is coming to power, so we don't want to make any mistake and vote an opposition leader. So that is the reason why we want for Wolanyo and then His Excellency John Dramani Mahama to take the seat for us.
Okay. What do you think are the strengths of the NDC parliamentary candidate here? Hi, what's your name?
For NDC candidate, Honorable Chekpo Wolanyo, he has won already. He has won already. We are just waiting for 7th December for electoral commission to declare me a winner. For Amewu, he doesn't have anything. He just making math.
He has done a lot for this constituency.
We don't see what he does. We, the NDC, especially the one who is Zongo, bragging over there.
Maxwell Agbagba joining us live from Hohoi constituency. Now to our Breaking the Deal Police series. Today we put the spotlight on the Ghana Union Movement, founded by Christian Kwabena Andrews. The party, formed in 2019, became the third force after an impressive performance in the 2020 general elections. But after canvassing over 105,000 votes, the party seems to have gone cold. Today we ask why. Thankfully, Christian Kwabena Andrews, founder of GUM, joins us in the studio with more. Thank you so much for your time here on Election Brief. Now, the greater concern from your foot soldiers, especially from the Ashanti region, is that the party seems to have gone cold after the 2020 elections. Why is that?
We have changed our strategy. We have decided to change the strategy of campaigning. We are not going to follow the suit of NDC and NPP, how they go about bringing bashing people here and there, making noise. That is not the way that we want people to understand. The thing that we have for them to vote for us is what we are going to give it to them.
So what is this strategy?
Gradually, we are in villages, we are in everywhere where we have this TV coverage and others. We don't bother so much, but we go to where we don't even have electricity. That's where we are campaigning. House to house campaigning, telling them what we have for them is what we are doing. So, and those people that are complaining so much are those people who wanted to come in maybe because of money, and they couldn't get anything of that sort. And the day they have drawn back and they just saying that, oh, we don't see them anymore, but we are on our feet, working very hard.
The Ashanti regional chairman of your party is concerned that some of the offices across the country, they are locked up. How do you respond to that concern?
For that one, I rented all these offices, and I've given the keys to those that I cherish, those that I think they are good, and I've given it to them, and they are working very hard. And maybe he has not gone right. I don't know the main chairman that you are talking about. Maybe the old chairman that you spoke to.
Oh, his name is Alhaji Hamza.
Oh, he's old.
He organized press conference. He's an old chairman.
He's an old chairman.
So he has been removed from office.
He's no more.
So who's the new chairman?
The new chairman is a secretary from Jabin. So he's not anymore our Ashanti regional chairman. This thing that he had, press conference that he had, the old press conference. It is not a new press conference that he had. Maybe you capture it. It is an old press conference after the 2020 election that he had that press conference.
Point noted. Point noted. Let's talk about your flag bearer,
yeah.
Your running mate. You are the flag bearer of the party.
Yeah,
so
coming Saturday that we are going to have our unveiling ceremony at the Odoko, that we are bringing the flag bearer to line.
You say you're going to select someone from the Western region. Why the Western region?
Yes, I decided to bring someone from the Western region and any part of the country, but preferably was Western region. But those that selected to me, I weigh them, I say that they cannot fit to be in that position. And the one that I fit, I got the person from Ashanti, he's a woman that I'm bringing on Saturday for the unveiling ceremony, that is going to be behind me, support me to win this election.
So your running mate is a woman from the Ashanti region.
Yeah, from Ashanti.
You want to tell us who?
Oh, yes, he's Evrisewa Bonsu. 14 years he was in Germany, moved to Britain before he came here in 2020. Just as 2009. He had been in Ghana as a businesswoman. He's still in Kumasi. And we are meeting coming Saturday at Oloko.
So Evelyn Sewabonsu is your running mate, and you'll be outdooring her when?
Yeah, that's coming Saturday.
We'll be looking forward to that. Yeah. Now, what's the GUM party's plan for the education sector if elected?
We prefer not to go in the way of NDC and MPP, the way that they are treating the education in this country, where they do the book, the reading, chewing, and pour matter. We don't need that. We just want education in the practical form, where we have Bonsa ties, that we have a school for Bonsa ties, that we have a ceramics factory, we have school for ceramics factory. The shoe factory will have its own school, so that we do the theory and the practical in addition. That one is going to train many people to have their own handiwork, because the artisans are the most important people that we need to treat them in our country. They can put up this very country ahead. But if we keep on taking people who are going to do marketing, who's going to do this and this, and it's not going to bring anything to the country. As even the mama himself said, the graduates who don't have work to do at this very moment because they don't have the skill that we need in our country. And that's what he said when he was in power. So I even surprised for him to come to say that he's going to give entrance to the university free for the first years and the others. As he thought of what he said, that the same thing that they are learning, and you are saying you are going to give them free. Those who pay money, they don't even have any work to do. And those who are going to give them free, what are they going to do? So we plan to bring the theory and the practical together in order to just bring up the people in this very country for them to use them. You can get a benefit for them.
There are calls for the review of the free SHS policy. Do you support those calls?
The free HSS policy, I think it's better we give free to those people who are going to do the practical work. But those who want to learn the theory to become a lawyer and those kind of people, if you want to become a doctor, we need to sponsor you free. If you want to become a farmer, become maybe an artisan, we will give you free. But if you want to learn to be a lawyer or whatever it is, you have to pay.
Why? Why that disparity?
For that one, I think it is your own business. You are not going to benefit anything out of that. How can we train more lawyers in this country whilst we don't even have a company? Look at these people in the parliament, the way that they are behaving. Everybody wants to be a lawyer. Everyone want to be a lawyer. Just want to suck our blood, but not to go in a practical form whereby they put up a factory. You learn how to. Can they tell us, those in parliament, that they all want to go to law school? For what reason are they doing that? It's just because they are lazy people. They don't want to work. They just want to go and sit back, and the poor people that they want to serve their blood. If not, and they want to protect themselves. That is why, because when they go in their dubious means, they know how to come with the law to defend themselves.
You have an ambitious plan. How do you then plan to fund it, setting up these factories?
Definitely, we have so many resources in the country that we can just take it ourselves. That are all mineral resources, the bauxite and everything, that we are not going to give it to the foreigners to mine. It is high time we come back, and even me, if I become a president, those who are having the licenses in the mining sector, like MPP people and these people, I'll seize all. Because I don't know why they have to use their offices to get licenses. Like, look at the Ashanti Regional Chairman coming on TV, live TV, bringing gold, counting one here and there. At that moment, I will seize all. You see, there's no need for you to do that. You see, we are training people, we are bringing people on board. So we are going to correct all their licenses. We are going to mine. The government is going to buy the gold themselves, sell it over there, and bring money into the country.
So you are proposing a localized operation of
Excellent.
all our factories?
All our factories, we are going to, and those owning shops like foreigners and the others, we are going to seize them. We're not going to allow them to operate in the shop.
How do you plan to deal with illegal mining? Government after government have tried to fix the problem. What's Gun Party's plan?
We are going to adapt those people on field. We are not going to drive them away. They know how they mine them. We are going to put them in the proper position to mine the well and maybe reclaim the land and plant trees. That we just buy the gold from them and give them money so that the country will benefit. We can get money to just do development. So we cannot continue to say that it's illegal where people go and correct some people say they are saying it's legal. We need to mine what is underground. We need them. We need the gold to develop our country.
But the bigger question is about the impact on our environment.
I'm saying we are going to do it in a proper way. You go to America and the other places, they do mining, but they have not destroyed their own land or maybe their water bodies. But we need to go in a way that we will put things in the right direction, whereby look at this very water that have been destroyed. To me, when we come to power, we just put people there and do this very crop planting and the others, tomato garden, put machines on alongside of the beds of this in the rivers, pulling the river just to fill this in the ground to bring these cash crops. A few months to come, you see, we get all this water removed, and another one will replace.
Cocoa production is already affected by illegal mining because there's small-scale mining and then there's illegal mining. That's unregulated. I'm very concerned about how you plan to fix that unregulated space.
In natural sense, when you look at the cocoa matters in this very country, you see our leaders, they are book leaders. They don't think of farming. They don't see anything good in cocoa because they are just go to London, they learn, they come back, and they go into politics. They are not practically, they don't know anything. So when they go to the parliament, a teacher has been appointed to a parliament, another person for university come to parliament and the others. I mean, when I come, I will appoint people from the farming community to be in the chamber. I know those in the Maezi people, one will be there. Fishery, one will be there, here and there. If you want to make a law concerning those people, the person will come to the chamber, you tell them our problems, then we move on and make a law for them. Look at these people, they don't know anything about the planting of cocoa and the others. But me, when I come, they take old cocoa, we need to bring them back. We give them free seedlings, give them money to plant. You have to push things in them for them to believe that they are working for them to.
So you boost agriculture.
Excellent.
Let's look at the tax regime under Gun Party. How will it look like? Because a lot of political parties are promising the business community tax incentive.
In natural sense, I don't see why we should continue to tax those people that are working in this very country, like maybe putting up a building, maybe 8-story building, then you'll be taxed. You need to give the free a chance of even building about 32. You won't take any tax. Those are working to bring people in. You have to reduce everything. The other day that I went to Nana Akufo-Addo after the 2020 election, I told him that go to the TV stations, go to radio stations, reduce their electricity to about 50%. See? Give it to them so that they can support those people who are working there. Because those people that goes out to bring sanity to the election, you don't pay them, you don't give them anything. So when you give the incentive to them, whereby the electricity will have pay, will be given to them, then they know that the owners of these very TV stations that can support their workers.
Reverend Christian, we would have to bring you back to the studio and expand this conversation. Unfortunately, we've run out of time. That's all we can take here on Election Brief. My name is Faustina Savo. Have a wonderful day as you enjoy the rest of our programs.